Hello and welcome back to At Home with Ellen. In today's video, I am going to be doing some cleaning, some baking, and cooking. So come along with me as I do those things. And I'm also going to be chatting about my journey here on YouTube throughout this video because I just have some thoughts and I am in a mood to talk, or yap as they call it these days. Lately, I've been putting the Paleo Valley bone broth protein in my coffee. It is really good. I'm trying to stay away from sugar and any artificial sweeteners like stevia, and this one is sweetened with monk fruit, which I'm okay with, and it makes the coffee sweet, so it's really good. I'm putting my Dutch oven into the oven just to preheat, and while that's preheating, I am going to start cleaning my bathroom. This is the main bathroom, so it definitely gets the most use. So I like to do this at least once a week, and I am a freak and can only clean toilets with paper towels. I know it's probably super wasteful, but I just think it's kind of gross to use the other microfiber towels. I don't know why I'm like this. I just love paper towels and I go through a lot of them. But if you have been following along here on my YouTube channel, you know that I've been super inconsistent with posting videos, but right now I am just at a point where I'm so motivated to create here on YouTube and share with you guys like my homesteading things, and I just want to be more consistent over on here, and I need to stop making excuses. For all these months or years that I've been wanting to show up here on YouTube, I just have like all these thoughts come into my head, like, oh, my house isn't nice enough, or I don't have anything to offer people, or I don't know enough. Just so many excuses. And I think the comparison game really has gotten to me also with some other people here that I watch on YouTube. But it's kind of silly to compare myself to them because everybody starts somewhere, and I'm sure when these other larger creators that I love to watch first started, that their videos probably weren't super great or perfectly put together. And I need to remember that if I keep consistent at this and I just keep going and filming and sharing, that it's only going to grow and it's only going to get better over time as I learn new things, new techniques, and all that sort of thing. My Dutch oven was preheated, so I went ahead and threw in my sourdough loaf, and this came out so beautiful. I always cut off the end here, and I usually eat it. If I don't eat it, I throw it into a bag in the freezer for breadcrumbs, but this time I did eat it because I was a little hungry. And I put these into these bread bags. These bread bags are a lifesaver. They keep the bread fresh for however long we take to go through it, which is usually about a week. Tonight for dinner, I am making chicken gnocchi soup. So I am getting the chicken started in the crock pot, or this is actually an Instant Pot, but it has a slow cooker setting. So I'm getting the chicken pre-cooked for that. I don't throw any seasonings or anything onto this, just plain chicken. While that's going, I'm just going to be cleaning up other areas in the home. Ever since we had a baby, or honestly since our baby showers, the house has been filled with so much more things and clutter. I really need to declutter and get rid of some things, honestly, because I'm getting a bit overwhelmed in my own house, which is never good. You can see that giant cardboard box. That is her crib that we need to set up. So I am going to be doing a video on setting up her nursery. Yes, we were definitely one of those people who waited till after she was born to set up the nursery, but it's all good. One of my friends gave me a Ballerina Farm gift card, which was so sweet of her, and I made some ice cream with that protein powder. I also just tried it on its own in a protein shake and it was delicious. So, but I am making ice cream in my Ninja Creamy. The Ninja Creamy is one of the best purchases we made, I think, because we use it multiple times a week. And we literally just make protein shakes as the ice cream. And we use raw A2A2 organic milk. It is so creamy and delicious. So it makes the Ninja Creamy come out like so creamy. How many times can I say creamy? But it's healthy for you too, and you're not loaded with any junk or sugars or heavy cream from the store, anything like that. This is the best way to shred up chicken. I will never go back to using 2 forks ever again. A couple hours later, it was time to start on our dinner. So I'm starting off by chopping up the vegetables, celery, onions, and carrots. I'm going to leave the recipe in the description box below for you guys. I don't know where I found this recipe, but I have been making it for a few years now, and it's so easy, and it's like a 1-pot soup recipe, so I make it all the time in the wintertime. It's so good. I think the key to soup that has vegetables like this is to really cook down the vegetables a lot before you're adding in the other ingredients. Because when I eat soup, I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to have to like chew it a ton. Crunchy soup just doesn't sound good to me. So really cook these down a lot before adding in the broth and everything. As you can see, I'm almost out of my garlic. I get this massive jar from Costco. And I know some of you are probably like, why don't you use real garlic? Why are you using garlic? But it's just so convenient. Chopping up real garlic is sometimes a pain in the butt. I don't know. Are you team garlic or real garlic? Let me know. Any recipe that I can sneak in my homemade bone broth, I definitely take advantage of that because it is so good for you. If you want to see a video on how I make my homemade bone broth, let me know in the comments and I will make a video. I think I will anyways. It's one of my kitchen staples that I make all the time. Here is that chicken from earlier, all shredded and super easy just to add into any recipe that calls for chicken. Like I use this chicken for this soup or chicken pot pie or even to make chicken salad. It's really easy, and 2 chicken breasts gets you a lot of chicken. I only use about half of it in this soup, so I'll probably make chicken pot pie later in this week. While the soup was coming to a boil, I went ahead and started cleaning up as I go. Definitely a clean as you go kind of person. I hate when the counters are dirty or if there's dishes left in the sink. I just cannot stand that. So whenever there's a lull in the cooking, I always start cleaning up. I love gnocchi, but it's kind of a pain in the butt because they always stick together in the package. So I take them out one by one to make sure that they're not stuck together. Because if you just dump the gnocchi in while they're still stuck together, when they're dry, they will not split when they're in the liquid. At least that's just been my experience. So I do this to make sure that no gnocchi is stuck together. And I am enjoying the soup with a piece of my fresh sourdough. I kind of butchered that slice. It's honestly so hard to get uniform slices of sourdough, but it's okay because it turned out fine and it tastes great. And that is it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one.